They did it somehow. This team. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sometimes slogans literally live up to every letter with the whole cardiac Knicks. It lives up to every single letter of the word because my god, man, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say because it's a combination of the game winner obviously is the emotional moment, but it's just the series, man. It's every game, it's every quarter, it's in the same game. You thought you had it. They come out in the first quarter, they put in an amazing first quarter, and I start saying, after one quarter, 37-23, and I'm like, yes, this is the response. This is the start that you needed to get me excited for the Boston Celtics, right? Like, what is the best case scenario after the debacle of Game 5? What would be the best case scenario for Game 6? To get the fans to forget about Game 5, to get the fans that we missed an opportunity to clinch at the Garden for the first time since June of 1999. And that was what they did in the first quarter by scoring 37 points, being up 14, had a largest lead up to 15. And you start to think as a Knicks fan early on in this game, this is not like, listen, I'm not lying to you. After the first quarter, I'm thinking about Boston. I'm already ready. I'm saying, this is how we're going to close this game out? Okay, let's do it. I'm ready for Boston now because now they're building, they're giving you hope. And that's all you want as a fan is hope, is excitement. You don't want to go into this Boston series thinking we're going to lose in 5 or we're going to get swept. After Game 5, I bet you a lot of fans were thinking that. And then there you go. You scored 22 points in the second quarter, and now we're back to, here we go again. And then this team in the second half, man, in that fourth quarter, holding the Pistons to 20 points. You talk about the game for Mikal Bridges. What in the world was Cat doing today? Where was he? And here we are in the biggest moment of the game. You see Jalen Brunson struggling a little bit there. And he got Ausar Thompson, the possession before the possession. Ausar Thompson beat him to the spot. And guess what? In the clutch moment, Ausar Thompson used the same technique, but he rode him to the right side. And Jalen Brunson, what he did was, which was different, he went earlier in the shot clock. I understand that there was 4 seconds left after he hit the shot. But guess what? This guy, our closer, is not 6'7". And when he's being guarded by a guy that's 6'7", you need to be smart. And Brunson was smart. I understand we want, take the shot with 1 second left so they don't get a chance. But you saw what happened the possession before. The shot clock ran out and it was over. He made the whip whip. Put him in. He put that young boy in the stretcher. Ausar, where you at, baby? I'll bring you back over here. He put him in the blender, in the stretcher. He was barbecue chicken. He took him to the cleaners. He said, you know what? I'm going to put you in Spirit Airlines. I'm not even going to give you a steady flight.
Oof. Man was traveling all the way to Mexico, man. He went all the way to Cancun on that move.
He cooked them. And you know what I love about that play is he gave you a little bit of the He gave you the Air One. He gave a little bit of swag, pizzazz, the maestro, and then hit the 3-pointer from the center court 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Boy, that boy Malik Beasley, he did all that yapping, right? All that talking. And then you had your moment. All that talking you did.
Damn.
And you had your moment. And I thought it was a 6'5" Mitchell Robinson.
Yo, he was wide open, man.
I'm not even gonna do that to my boy. You was a 6'5" Nerlens Noel. Oof. That sounds better. He had his moment, Alex. Bro, what happened? We couldn't even foul.
Dude.
And he choked.
First of all, saying that he choked is an understatement. I mean, that man was wide open. The Knicks do what they do best, which is leaving 3-point shooters wide open. This man was so nervous in the moment, he couldn't even handle the pass. Nobody was near that man for like 10 feet. 0. But hey, man, talk about minutes, talk about all this nonsense. Maybe you got to put down the phone during the postseason, man. Maybe you shouldn't be tweeting. Maybe you should be more locked in on the game. But hey, man. You know, this is what clutch teams do. This is what better teams do, man. They close out.
Give him a 40-piece, building his legacy. Huh? All that talk about who's the best player in this series. That's all I kept hearing about. And, like, are people blind? Or are we just looking at a guy just because he's a 6'6", 6'7" point guard, and that's all everybody loves now is the LaMelo Balls, the Cade Cunningham, the 6'5", the 6'7" point guard. Cade Cunningham wasn't, like, for the hype that he got, he wasn't great this series. He was good. He was a solid leader. He was more mature than Malik Beasley. He is ascending, but he wasn't great. He was okay. I mean, I've never seen a guy that can go 9 for 22, 0 of 8 from 3, and people are like hyping him up to be Paul George on the Pacers. He hasn't even had that moment yet. But it's all good. It's all good, young buck. we sent you home tonight. You got the rest of the all season to get better, because we going on to the second round, and that boy Jalen Brunson, el cerrador, in other words, the closer, right?
The closer, man.
Showed you why he is who he is. And listen, some of the other players, y'all gotta pick it up. And I know one thing, like Mikal Bridges said in the post game, they think that they are now built for this. Beep.
Good people out there. Let me tell you a little bit about Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan comes through in the clutch just like Jalen Brunson, okay? With over $25 billion recovered from over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. In Florida, a client received $12 million after the insurance company's best offer was just $350K. In Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million, a staggering 40 times more than what the insurance company offered from their original $650K. All right? This is the reason why people go with Morgan & Morgan, man. They're just reliable and trustworthy and get the job done, okay? They're America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people just like you and I, okay? They have over 100 offices and more than 1,000 lawyers nationwide. If you're injured by the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid, and that's where Morgan & Morgan comes in, okay? So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/KFTV or dial #law, #529 from your cell phone. That's For the People, FOR, thepeople.com/KFTV or #law, which is #529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement, okay? Shout out to Morgan & Morgan for being tonight's sponsor.
Cap, just like people said, I'm worried about Cap, his ankle. I said, bro, have we not seen the captain's act enough to know that he's going to deliver? Ankle bad and all. When Cap has a bad game, he's going to bounce back and kill. That is his mindset. That is why he's the captain and he's built for the moment. Ausar, I'm sorry, pal. Listen, you gave it your best shot. But you became a meme tonight. You became a highlight reel. It's Captain Clutch time. And yeah, this is where you heard it first. A lot of people, oh, we came up with it. No, you didn't. It came here. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, on the money.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more about, oh, Detroit. Oh, Detroit. Oh, my God. Somebody said this morning, oh, man, are they going to lose? How are they going to lose 3 times in their own building? Why not? Enough already. Oh, they won so many quarters. They won so many minutes. The key is to win the series. And the Knicks did that. Goodbye. Malik Beasley, you could do your hula dance in Cancun. Goodbye. Timmy, all the moving screens, you could do that in Cancun. Goodbye. The best player in the series left his mark in Detroit. Y'all can boo him. Y'all can say F him, this, that, and the third. He's cerebral. He doesn't care about none of that noise. That's why he's built for the moment. All right, so let's just get that out the way. 4-2. It should have been 4-1, 4-0. Hey, they didn't finish their breakfast. They didn't finish their food. They did it tonight. Cap said enough is enough. It's over with. Now, they almost choked tonight. And,
with that being said,
with all that being said, they almost choked. And we had the most cardiac of cardiac Knick affairs. I was 40 going into this game. I am now 55, okay? Probably by tomorrow morning, I will have more gray hairs coming out of my chin. So, look, that is what the Knicks do. No matter what era, no matter what year, no matter who's on the team, they're gonna give you a run for your money. This is why we are fans. Oh, my God. Between the between the second quarter to the fourth quarter. Now the third quarter dude was out the window. They won that by leaps and bounds.
Hey. They pushed it up one. They pushed it up one to the second quarter. Don't worry.
The layup line was beautiful. They won the third quarter 37-24. They were beautiful. Second quarter, what the hell was that? And fourth quarter, they almost choked.
You know what I think, guys? I think they said, you know what? We keep coming out flat in the third quarter. Let's move this thing up one, so that way we don't got to worry. We don't got to worry about that in the third. All right, let's take a little break this quarter.
Let's move it up, man. Oh my goodness, this was the most cardiac of cardiac Knick affairs all year. Shout out to everybody that was at the watch party. I mean, it was an emotional ride, man. It was absolutely an emotional ride. I mean, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, and Cap just ends it the way that he did. It was crazy, It's hard to even describe. Like, obviously elated and happy that they got through this and it's over, but like so pissed off that like they almost blew this, man.
I'm sure the watch. No, I'm just saying, I'm sure the watch party in the first quarter, because that's what I was saying. The first quarter, after the first quarter, you guys are probably in the watch party, thinking about the Celtics already. Like, okay, this is what they're doing. And the second quarter, you're like, all right, we're going to make it more difficult. In the third quarter, you're like, all right, back to the Celtics. And in the fourth, they're probably asking you, CP, so you think we're going to win game 7?
Bro.
And then in the last minute, we came back and win the game. Unbelievable.
I mean, the decision-making was woeful under pressure, under duress. The lack of play calling. You could even make a case like, look, man, like you just have to live with ISO Cap. And it's paid off more than it hasn't. This is why he's the clutch player of the year. You got to live and die with it, It's just tough, man, because on the play before, when Ausar stuffs him, you're like, damn, like, move the ball. And then he makes a crazy crossover, leaves my man in the dust. He put him in the stands with Timmy Sr. and them. And then he comes through with a crazy three. I mean, this is why you watch the game. You just don't know, man. You just don't know. But they have a lot of work to do, obviously. But, hey, get back home safe. Rest up, for sure, because they went through a lot. Physically, mentally in this series, and then let the chips fall where they may against Boston, man. That's how I see it, man.
They're gonna have a quick turnaround time too. They're flying back tonight. They're gonna be home for Friday, Saturday, whatever day you decide to practice, and then you gotta travel on Sunday to be ready for Monday. And it's not it's not a far distance, but still, it's being on the road.
That's why they should have wrapped it up in 5.
Exactly.
You got to go to Detroit. You go through it again. Physical, mental battle. Now you got to come back home, right? Pack up for Boston. Go to Boston. Like, it's tough. It's the nature of the beast. See, they did that to themselves. But hey, it just is what it is, man. I guess it is. It is what it is, man.
A lot is going to be tested. Go ahead, Alex.
No, I just for both of you guys. At what moment were you about to break the TV?
Oh, I mean, second quarter and fourth quarter.
Second quarter,
Second quarter and fourth quarter, man. You know,
Oh,
because again, like I just saw a lot of self-inflicted wounds from the passes again. Like, oh, look, you know, Mikal, great dunk on Cade. Great dunk. That's what we needed. You know, hopefully that was just like welcome to New York moment in the playoffs. But like you're still throwing these crazy passes to Mitch. You know, Josh out here stumbling, bumbling, like
doing it again, man.
You know, Cat doing cat things, not surprising, but it was just the decision making under duress was so stressful. It was just hard to take, man. It was hard, but I did feel like just again, keep it close for Cap. Keep it close for Cap. 2 or 3, and that's it. We will always have a chance with Jalen Brunson. Always. Even when the second to last attempt was denied by Thompson, I still said, even after we lost Towns, I said, hey, we either tie it, we go to OT, or Cap is going to win this thing. That's it. And they kept it close. But Mitchie.
Talk about it, CP. Talk about that boy.
Waiting for the block nest monster the entire fourth quarter. Who takes somebody out? Just put him in. We need to close games with Mitch. Why can't we do this, Tibbs? Why? Again, this is a self-inflicting wounds. I get
Talk
it.
about it.
I get it. It's difficult because you know what? I'll give Josh a lot of credit, especially with the third quarter. A lot of the third quarter from the start to finish was on him. I loved his grit. He fought for every inch for this team. I love it.
He did.
And that's why it makes the decisions a little bit tougher in terms of who you take out. It's either Josh or Mikal. One of them got to come out. But Mitch has to go in the game and play a lot more, man. The defense is just way more easier. It's just way easier, man.
Look at that possession, CP, late when after Cat fouled out and Cade went left.
Yeah.
And Mitch's ability to just cover his base in the pick and roll.
Yeah.
And still have enough space to contest. And alter the shot. If that's Cat, Cade has enough space to either pull up for a floater or go to the hoop.
Like, bro, we have to figure that out. Mitch has to close games defensively if you want to win games, man. It's either Mikal or Hart. Take your pick. It's not an easy decision, but I cannot close games. I cannot lose games with the blockness monster on the bench. I can't. Shout out to LinkedIn, man. And as a small business owner, you don't have the luxury of clocking out early. Your business is on your mind 24/7. So when you're hiring, you need a partner that grinds just as hard as you do. And that is where LinkedIn Jobs comes in, man. When you clock out, LinkedIn clocks in. And the great thing about LinkedIn is that, number one, LinkedIn is a social network. So, for example, if you're a hiring manager, you can switch your badge to hiring. That way, everybody in your network knows that you're looking for top talent. And then also, when you post your job, it's a very simple to use interface. So when you post it, you can post it for free. You'll be matched up with a ton of people who meet the criteria. You can sift through the qualified candidates, share it with your network. And then once you figure out, the people that you want to talk to, you can schedule your meetings accordingly. So that is why LinkedIn Jobs is so clutch for us. Based on LinkedIn data, 72% of small to medium-sized businesses use LinkedIn and say that LinkedIn helps them find high-quality candidates. So find out why more than 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring today. Find your great hire with LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/KFTV. That's linkedin.com/KFTV to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Cody Glock, so let's go.
Yo, I'm in the place. Y'all can hear me, man?
Loud and clear, man.
Yo, man, I'm literally in the middle of the street. I stepped out of the crib for this one because I got to make noise. I can't wake the baby. I'm in the middle of the street, dead in the middle of the street. Yo, shout out Manscaped, man. I have a zero to, yo, whatever. I don't care about it. Yo, listen, man. Bust it. Boom, right? So get him up out here, though. Hurry you butt. That's a trip to the Bronx. He don't deserve to go to vacation, no Mexico, no Canada. That's a trip to the Bronx this summer. Kate Cunningham, congratulations. You feel me? You know how it feels to get bounced out in the first round. I'm happy for him. Trip to Cabo, you deserve it. I'm so happy that we got it done tonight, man. I was tired of seeing that kid Durant would roll it, pick and roll. Every time Durant got he made the read. I was tired of it, bro. Like next round, wait, F all that. Family show, right? Let me tell you something about Mitchell. You see Mitchell? One thing about Mitchell ain't no snitchel. Shizzle. I was going to call in game 5 when Mitchie had his monster game, right? But we lost. And anybody knows me, knows that when the Knicks lose, I'm cooked. Yeah. I couldn't jump on the show. That night, my chest was hurting. But I guarantee you, every single minute he was out there, that pick and roll was guarded. His presence was felt. He was the last line of defense on that last play, forcing Beasley to fumble after the game winner. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. He's savoir faire. I try to tell y'all who Mitchie is. I try to tell, even though he don't got no touches like that, his presence felt. He affects the game behind the stat sheet. Put Mitchie communist emoji up on the screen right now.
Let's go.
Best pick and roll duo don't mean nothing to Mitchie and OG. Put some respect on our big. Yo, KG7 Full, put some damn respect on our damn big right now. Mitch Hachimura, shut up.
Let's go.
Now bust it, right? Jalen Brunson, a.k.a. Captain Clutch, a.k.a. Brunson Burner, a.k.a. Brunson bun them to blood fire.
Let's go.
He hit the game winner.
Yeah. Jamaican.
Had him down there singing, "It's so cold in the D." Yeah.
That was a classic. Grammy Award winner.
I don't know what type of stuff they shot up in my boy's ankle tonight, but whatever it was, it definitely worked. He was falling off balance on baseline over Dennis Schroeder, someone who was giving him trouble on defense last few games. He not only regained his balance, he spun with it and laid it up. A plus for the training staff at the Garden tonight. Whatever that is, give me a sample. Y'all fake Knicks fans, right? Out there, it's so-called haters, right? I want y'all to take them 5 picks, right? Pull them high so everybody could see. Shine them up real good. Turn them some bitches sideways. And stick it straight up. They candy asses. Mikal Bridges was the second best player on the floor tonight.
Hey, Mikal.
He made all the important plays when we needed him. That tipping to tie the game, pause, no diddler. We are not making the band. We do not associate with Dylan whatsoever. OG played defense and showed us why he's the highest paid Knick ever. I loved when he threw shoulder to the ground. I loved it because that's what triple OGs do. When you step on toes, that's what we do. Yeah. We just collected our grip back. We ready for whatever comes next. I don't care what odds are. I don't care who plus, who minus, win, lose, draw. I don't care who's in front of us. Knicks in 5, and I'm standing on it. Shout out Nicky Pipes, man. Shout out CP Free Throws, man. Yeah. Shout out Alex. I see you. You outnumber over there. But Monday, we pulling up. We got your back. We 100 miles to Boston. We gonna find Benzino. We gonna beat him up. Shout out JD. I see you. Word is born, son. I see you, JD. Shout out CK2K play-by-play for all the brethren repping orange and blue. Shout out Josh Hart on the low. He had the craziest series, silently, quietly. Shout out the Rizzler. Shout out J. Cal. I see you, Big Dun. Start Mitchie. Shout out Trilogy. I see you, baby. You join the good guys. You don't got to go oversee your old co-workers anymore. Early vacation for them. They ain't getting no money. Shout out Chuck D, man. Hashtag PE in the chat. Before I go, yo, Douglas, if you hearing this, we need your best efforts tomorrow. We need a righteous one tomorrow. Make them wish they were never born. I'm out, man. 100 men versus the gorilla. Give me 4 Mitchies. It's curry gorilla, rice peas. I'm out. I can't do this.
Let's go. Shout out to the Glockster, man. Salute to the Glockster. Shout out to CarGurus. Hey, man, if anybody's in the market for getting a new car, just like I am actually. I'm actually actively in the process. Check out CarGurus, man, because they make a tough purchase very, very simple. Shopping for a car should be exciting, not exhausting. But between the misleading prices, the hidden fees, it can feel like a maze. And like, everything that's going on, we don't know if the prices are going up, where to go get your car. It's a very difficult process right now, but that's where CarGurus come in. They rank the best deals, verified dealers, and make sure you never pay more than you should. Your big deal, it just became a great deal. So make sure you guys check out our guys at CarGurus.com because they will connect you with trusted dealerships when you're ready, ensuring a transparent and hassle-free buying process. With over 4 million listings, CarGurus has more car listings than any other major online automotive marketplace in the U.S., so you can find the best deal. So make sure, if you're going to buy or sell your car today, go to CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal.